You might not like what I say. I might not like what you say. It's a meeting of the minds. And everybody, it's your boy Ro, and this is a meeting of the minds. This is a platform where we leave out emotions, we leave out passion. You can get a little passion, but I try to leave out passion because passion ends up with people angry and hostile. I like an open platform to where I can get my voice out, and if I have a guest on here, they can get their voice out. I don't like any interruptions. Let you finish your spiel, and we go from there. That's the rules here. That being said, we have a lot to talk about. The world is divided in regards to the election. The polls wouldn't show that though, right? You know what bothers me about the election? It's the fact that people are mad that Donald Trump won. But then when you ask them, was you better off 4 years ago than you are now? They don't want to answer it. Because everybody understands you had a much better life, financially at least. I can speak for myself where I feel like I had the most money. I'm a single black male, had a 1-bedroom apartment downtown, and I feel like I was living. I feel like I have a decent job, good income, could save. But in these last 4 years, the money not adding up. Why is that? Well, groceries high. I'm a guy who like to be in the gym, so I'm always there. So you see the prices increasing, you like, man, my $50 not going as long as it used to go. Why is that? Or I'm looking at car payments and insurance. I heard people paying for a car note, they got $500 insurance plus the car note. I'm like, what's up with that? Why are we not getting the majority of our oil from us? Why are we having to go source it somewhere else? I don't understand that. But then people want to get mad at abortion. That word abortion is becoming a fighting word. Like as soon as you bring that up, everybody on high alert. And it's just like, I'm not understanding why y'all upset about abortion rights when the economy is crap. It's crap. It's no reason someone making 80 grand a year feel like he making 40 a year. That don't make sense. Why are people with great jobs having to do DoorDash, Uber Eats? Like, why do you need this income? That's not how it's supposed to be. When I was growing up, I would always say, if I make $70,000 as a single guy for this amount of years, I'm going to be good. Because if you do the math, you should be able to maintain and save with 70 grand. Not no more. Not no more. It's getting ridiculous to where it's like, dang, I dang near have to make 100 grand to be able to save. And then they'll be like, okay, Ro, well, maybe you budgeting wrong. That's not the case. I'm a minimalist. I'm cheap. Now, I will splurge on a couple things, here and there, because I deserve that. I don't want to be killing myself. But that's not the point. The economy is trash. Groceries is too high. Car insurance is too high. Insurance in general, too high. House taxes, too high. I can keep going. But people want to talk about abortion. You know what? It pissed me off. It pisses me off. And I have a right to feel pissed off. I feel like everybody should be pissed off. Like, why am I paying freaking $1,800 to stay in a 500 square foot apartment when I might as well have a mortgage for a house? And that's what I end up doing within this last year. Got a good deal on the house. Got in there, locked in. But guess what? House taxes is going up. So I'm thinking I'm locked in with my mortgage rate. But it just went up because the dang taxes on the house went up. Like, what is going on here? Kids ain't kids aren't able to afford housing right now. Back when I was in college back in 2012, I remember you could get I'm telling you about my one bedroom I had. I had a one bedroom right by the Cowboys stadium and I was paying $4.99. $4.99. And you know what? Me being a young Ro, I'm like, this is outrageous. Y'all going up $525 the next year. I can't do it. I bet you I wish I stayed there now. I went from paying $4.99 to $1,800 real quick. And it humbled me. It humbled me a lot. So back to my original point, why are people mad at things that matter but don't matter? I have to be careful when I say that because when I talk on the term with abortion, specifically with women, they get real passionate and they don't want to hear the other side. They block you out. They block you out, and it's like, I'm telling you the reason he gave it to the state. You're not. It's not gonna be a win-win situation. Somebody's gonna be feeling like they got slighted on one end. So why not give it to the state? So this is always my thing. I'm like, okay, if y'all with the whole abortion thing and you're sick and tired of it, it's my body. Why don't you just go to the state that's doing abortions? Live there. I'm in Texas. It's not changing here. That's just not happening. So, yeah, I bet y'all think it's a cheaper cost of living here, but the abortion issue, it pisses you off, right? Go live in another state, but they don't want to do that. But like I said, it's going to piss both sides off regardless, whichever one. So it's like they're kind of giving you the opportunity like, hey, well, if you want to be messing around all the time, unprotected, hey, it is what it is. Hey, bro, well, what if I get raped? Or what if somebody molests me? What if somebody get me in the back alley? I get that, man. I get it. But what if an airplane fall out the sky and crash into my house? The odds is real slim. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when people use that low percentage and they try to make that the argument. You know what I'm saying? When we got real life issues here. People get mad at the whole, hey, the black jobs, Trump said black jobs. Let's stop acting ignorant for a second. We know what the black jobs are. We know what they are. But the black jobs, quote unquote, they're paying like $15 an hour. We not finna work I'm not finna work all these hours $15 an hour. They got me messed up. But hey, that immigrant that came over, or that Mexican that's trying to put food on their table, they don't give a damn. They finna work that job, and you know what else they gonna do? They gonna get overtime. Tell me any warehouse job that you work, you never seen the Mexicans working overtime. They be getting to the money. Bro. And I'm not mad at it. And people say, he shouldn't be saying that. We gotta be clear. We know what it is. We know what the black jobs is. But we don't want to admit it. We don't want to admit that we don't want to work in that warehouse. It's hot. It's not climate controlled. But they up in there, and you know what? It's a bunch of them coming over here, and they taking them jobs, and you wonder why when you go on Indeed and try to get one of them jobs, you don't get it. It's getting tight. Listen, I had a conversation the other day, and I was talking about when we got those PPP loans. I didn't get a PPP loan. I wish I did. I should have. I only got the STEMI. You know what I'm saying? But when they flooded all that money into the streets, I feel like it created an economic imbalance. It's too much money. I always ask my dad as a kid, why don't they just print off more money? The older you get, you realize you just can't do that. It doesn't make sense to pour money into, let's say, an area, because then things is naturally going to go up, and that's probably why things went up like it did recently and over these last 4 years. It's fair to have that argument, you know what I'm saying? But we won't know. What we need to focus on right now is getting things back priced to where they were. I don't want to be paying $3.25, $3.65 for some gas. I just don't want to be doing that. Get me back down to $1.85. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason we should be paying these premiums on things that we need daily. It's just not right. And another thing I'm going to talk about, I'm about to pivot because that's just one thing. It's a whole war. It's two wars overseas going on. Y'all don't think that's a problem? Y'all don't think that we could say two superpower countries is trying to overthrow little countries? And you forgetting USA. We gotta save everybody. We can never just sit here and mind our own business. So we're gonna give billions of dollars to this country. It's coming out of our money. We always want to help everybody. Who gonna help us? You think China cutting rates so we can live better? Hell no. But meanwhile, we send our soldiers and weapons and guns over there, and it's coming out the taxpayers' money. I don't like it. And that's just me personally. You can feel how you feel, but listen, I got a red hat. What it say though? Black Lives Matter. I cared about me in this. I don't give a dang about anybody else. At the end of the day, you need to focus on yourself. So if that guy who's running for president, Donald Trump, is gonna make my life better, I gotta vote for him. Don't mean I support what he stands for personally or his character, but we know he gonna get the job done. We know it's gonna happen. He a businessman. Give me 4 more years to get my shit together, and we good. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other hand, we got people arguing like, man, we was so close to having the first female black president. The first female president is going to be black. That's what we're voting for. What? You serious? You don't even know what she stands for. She switched up every single time she talks, and y'all still trying to vote for her? That's the problem we got in America now. You're trying to make history, and you don't need, why are we making history? We need to clean up what we got going on over here. You feel me? But it just irks my nerves that people are so blind to it. It irks my nerves that people make excuses. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of social media changing narratives and pointing our heads in this direction when we need to be looking this direction. America needs help right now, y'all. We need a lot of help. It's going to be weird these next couple years. I don't know what's going to happen. But you know what? You better get ready because I'm getting ready. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm stacking my paper up. I'm waiting. It might be blood on the street soon, and I might need to buy some stuff up. But instead, we got people acting like nothing is going wrong. Quick story. I was talking to my homie, and he was like, you know what, bro? Some people are just okay with making enough money to where they can do their day-to-day deals, go to the club on the weekend, drink, get drunk, and that's it, go back to work. You can have $1,000 in your account, they good. But some people, you want a cushion. You want 10 grand in your account. You want 50 grand in your account, 100 grand in your account. But you getting there slow, so it's pissing you off. Because it's like, why is it taking so long to save this much money? I make this much money. Where's the other money going? Then you start looking at the economy. But when it's people that's not getting to the bread like that, they're going to view things completely different. Let me use females, for example. They can have a decent job, but 9 times out of 10, they got a guy, he's coming off of the money. They not feeling the economy. Again, they got enough money to get their hair and their nails done. They feel like nothing going on. But the people getting to it, trying to prosper and elevate in life, they feel it. They feel it. And the pressure, the pressure of the economy is pressing a lot of people. Like I said, people making good money, but now you have to look at ways to make other money. And it's ridiculous. We need to take the blinders off. We we need to start being realistic, and we need to take the country back, and it need to be what it used to be. People listen to that phrase that Donald Trump says, make America great again. We used to be a threat. I feel like we becoming a target now. I feel like we weak. I would always tell people, I feel like this is the perfect time for a country to attack us. We're so weak. We're not united. It's the United States. We're not united right now. It's too much going on. But this election being the landslide that it was gives me some hope that people are waking up. It gives me hope that people are waking up because you took all the swing states. I don't think that's ever happened in my lifetime. So maybe in the next 4 years, we looking all right. Maybe in the next 4 years, you got a little more paper in your pocket. Maybe in the next 4 years, you can afford that house. Why? Because you're going to have a little more money in your pocket. But let's switch sides now. Let's say Kamala would have got in. What if America kept down trending? You can't undo that, right? What, you going to impeach her? Okay. You impeach Kamala. Who's the next person up? Waltz. I don't know nothing about Waltz. I didn't know nothing about that whole side. It's like they threw him in there and said, hey, you're running for president. You're going to be the vice president. I don't know nothing about you. It's just crazy to me that you will give someone one of the highest ranked jobs in America. No, the highest ranked job in America. Commander in chief. And you don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing about her. You don't know what she stands for. But she talks around every single thing. Man, bro, if you just a Trump supporter, just say it. That's not the point here. That's where people start getting things misconstrued. Like I said, you ain't got to like the character of the person. You see two people and you know what one gave you. You seen what the economy was like. You seen what your money was like. I don't like him as a person. Okay, it's fine. You don't have to like him, but you know it's going to get you right. But then you have this side, Kamala. You know nothing. You know she threw some niggas in jail for an eighth of a tree. That's one thing that you know. You know that she tries to switch up when she over there with the Jamaicans. All of a sudden, she got a Jamaican accent. What? You don't sound like that. Why are you laughing all the time? This is serious. I couldn't take anything serious about her. Beautiful woman. I get that. Beautiful. What she say? She's black. I say multiracial because I feel like she played each side, and I feel like you can't just conveniently be black. That's just not my thing. I feel like you need to be black 24/7. We in trouble. We would have been in trouble. But I feel like things is going to get better. And over this next year, I'm definitely going to keep watch on everything. I'm still going to keep the money spending a little low because I just don't know. We voted for who we think is going to get us there. You know, politicians makes a lot of promises. We need to see if you're going to deliver. We need to see what's going to happen in regards to these wars overseas. We need to see these things. But, you know, we can't do nothing but just let God do his work. Whatever happens, you make sure you're ready. You make sure you got your funds together. I keep saying keep them funds together because you just don't know. The unknown is out there. I enjoyed this conversation with y'all. This is the first episode of Meeting with the Minds. We got a lot to talk about this year, and y'all be blessed.